part 2 of our discussion of powers of attorney. We talked about in the first segment agents, naming agents on your power of attorney. Now we're going to talk about the powers that you give your agent under the power of attorney. There's a whole list of statutory powers that includes all the basic financial stuff you could do for yourself, dealing with bank accounts, writing checks, signing checks, paying bills, dealing with your investments, monitoring your household, dealing with insurance policies, all that financial stuff you could do for yourself. You're giving your agent the authority to do under that powers clause. One power that I do want to mention is separate from the first list of powers. That's a gifting authority. If you want your agent to have the authority to make gifts of your property, actually give away your property, you have to specifically initial this gifting authority. In most cases, depending on the circumstances, but in most cases, we think that's important for your agent to have that authority. Any kind of estate planning, long-term care planning, many of the strategies involve gifting. And if you can't do that gifting for yourself because you're alive, but with an illness or disability, we want your agent to have the authority to do that planning for you. So that gifting authority is important. When you do that, I will mention there is a separate document, a statutory gifts rider now in New York State that you have to also do to initial a couple spots and execute that document with that gifting authority. So powers clause, very important. A couple other things that happen in there. You can now indicate your agent can get paid to be your agent. It can be compensated. If they're going to be compensated, you have to indicate on that power of attorney. That concludes our discussion of powers of attorney. We're going to get into a discussion of more of the estate planning process in the next segment.